Talk about a vocal weight, tone and placement, and mixed voice masterclass. Sting's Live Aid performance of Roxanne. Ugh! Sting's approach to hitting higher notes has heavily influenced me, and it's been a huge influence for another one of our favorite vocalists, Ren. So I thought it was about time that I unpack the style and approach of Sting, and this performance is really one of the greatest ones to dive into.
Hello?
Very chesty. I like to point out those little spoken things.
Phil will be joining us in a minute.
Very normal sounding speech voice. Phil will be joining us in a minute. Kind of heavy.
Ready?
And listen to what he does.
Roxanne,
Okay?
you don't have to put on the red light. Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
So free up there.
Over. You don't have to sell your body to the night. Roxanne.
I'll break down his technique, but let's take it in. Let's take out the overall tonal changes that he goes through as he approaches these high notes and as he comes back down and grounds in his chest voice. Let's just listen for a little bit, and then I'll go back and break down what's happening from a placement, resonance, weight standpoint.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight. Work the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light. I love you since I knew you. I wouldn't talk down to you. I have to tell you just how I feel. I will share you with another boy. You know my mind is made up, so put away your makeup. Told you once, I won't tell you again. It's a bad way. Roxanne,
Yes.
you don't have to put on the red light.
I hope you're listening specifically for tonal changes because, as I'm going to explore more in a minute, these subtle tonal changes and, by proxy, placement changes are what is enabling him to so freely explore that light, wonderfully engaged still higher range.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light.
Okay, let's start there.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Red light. He moves it around. Now, if we go and we experiment with other parts of this melody, Roxanne! No. Let's go back and I'll point out some key resonant shifts that allow him to access his mixed voice seamlessly, to bring his chest voice in when he wants to. Once you admit to yourself how amazing this vocal performance actually is and that the things he's doing can be learned, it's just mind-blowing what happens with your own voice and your own vocal approach. If you'd like to work on your own vocal approach in a way that will help you unlock some of the things that you are seeing and hearing here, click the link below and join my free course. You can find the link in the pinned comment or the video description, and I will help you take your voice from something that is fixed and boring to something that is exciting and full of... I'm not going to try to imitate him. We're just going for approach. I'm adapting his approach for my voice. So there's going to be baggage and stylistic things that I do just out of sheer muscle memory that are different. That's okay. And it should be okay for you when you're doing things.
Roxanne,
And rah, even there, rah, 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 crow, twang, rah, Keep that in mind. Let's practice that. Rock back. Roxanne. Roxanne, Roxanne. Exaggerate it. Put it in your voice. This idea of back, nasal, crow, brass, whiny, bratty, Roxanne, 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 Roxanne.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Listen on. Constant shifting of resonance and placement. Constant.
You don't have to put on the red light.
So relaxed. Red light.
Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
Sell your body to the night. Sell your body. Sell. Sell your body. Sell your body. If we can get that crone back resonance and learn to sort of throw our voice from our chest voice while maintaining that resonant shift, sell your body to Ooh. Roxanne. It's a little more open. Pulled chest a little bit more on that one.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight.
Tonight. Hear that? Night. As he modifies that vowel, he goes from night. It's this fluid dance he has with placement that enables his ability to sing so high, so freely.
Work the streets for money.
Money.
You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
Wrong. Care if it's wrong.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
You don't have to put on the red light.
So smooth.
Roxanne.
Roxanne. He's kissing his head voice, playing with his head voice, his mixed voice. Roxanne. Growing really quickly. It's seamless. Growing his head voice up there. Roxanne. You don't even notice.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Love that. Light. I exaggerated that, but he ends in head voice. Light.
Since I knew you,
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk down to you.
Listen to that transition.
I wouldn't talk down to you.
Hear how he belts the note right before?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, if you took that same posture, I wouldn't talk down to you. It doesn't work at all.
I love you since I knew you. I wouldn't talk down to you.
I wouldn't talk down to you. Yeah. The components. Head voice, nasal head voice. Grow it as you bring the resonance forward. Experiment with the forward and back placement till you find a tonality that feels and sounds appropriate for that particular character arc over that particular line. Talk down to you.
I wouldn't talk down to you.
Yeah, so beautiful, so beautiful.
You're just how I feel. I will share you with another boy.
Boy.
You know my mind is made up.
Love that. Listen to how what I'm talking about translates into what he's doing. You can listen with sort of a fresh pair of ears.
So put away your makeup. Another boy. You know my mind is made up. So put away your makeup.
Yeah.
Told you once, I won't tell you again.
Told you.
By the way, Roxanne.
You might say, oh, that's just his accent. It's not just his accent. His accent plays into it. It's placement, dynamic placement.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light.
Yeah.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light.
If you take nothing else away from this video as to what you could work on with your voice, it's right there. Light! With the word light. Move it around. Back, forward, head voice, chest voice. Light! All sorts of things.
This is Branford Marcellus on the saxophone.
You know, it's funny, when you start listening to other instruments in light of the dynamic tone and placement that I'm talking about with the voice, you start to notice how instruments do that too. Different notes have different timbres based on, in this case, different airflow, based on how they're approached. Give it a character. Roxanne!
You don't have to put on the red light.
This is not just Sting's tone. It's not just the way he sounds. This is honed. This is practiced. This is perfected.
Roxanne,
That's why it sounds so free.
you don't have to put on the red light. I love you since I knew you. I wouldn't talk down to you.
Hear that down? Down, I wouldn't talk down to you. Ah, ha, ha. In contrast with the ha, ha.
I wouldn't talk down to you. I have to tell you just how I feel. I will share you with another boy. You know my mind is made up. So put away your makeup. Totally once, I won't tell.
That's a third posture that he revisits a lot. It's almost this, like based on yawned, super. He lowers his larynx a little bit. The rocks is a higher larynx position, and then the up is a lower larynx position, more open throat. And this brings up an interesting point that I have to touch on. Lots of singers are still stuck with that sort of old idea of make sure your larynx doesn't raise, that causes tension. If we observe singers like Sting, and if we observe lots of popular singers, particularly contemporary, rock, pop, all those, their larynx floats. It goes up and down, and it's part of the tone shaping and crafting. Yeah, totally fine to let it float. The thing that I've found when working with students that actually causes tension is when you try to fix your larynx because you have stuck in your mind that you shouldn't raise it. Let it float. Don't think about what your larynx should do. Let it do whatever as you pursue tonal and dynamic opportunities with your voice.
Tell you again, it's about way. Come on, come on.
Huge giveaway there. Listen to just the speech.
It's about way. Come on.
Come on. It's like a playful cartoon character. That's very different than his vocal posture when he was speaking at the beginning.
Tell you again.
This is what makes his voice so great. He takes those playful speech things into his sung vocal delivery.
Told you once, I won't tell you again. It's about way. Come on.
Come on.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
You don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne. You don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne. Roxanne.
Listen to the difference in placements between those two Roxannes.
Put on the red light. Roxanne.
Exaggerated, of course. Then,
Roxanne.
Roxanne, Roxanne. You see this all over his vocal performance. It's cool when it's bracketed in a very simple word, a simple line. So you can really notice the differences because he's not going all over in different notes, but it's happening when he's traveling all over too.
Roxanne. Roxanne.
Roxanne, Roxanne, Roxanne.
Roxanne.
More belted.
Roxanne. Roxanne.
Roxanne. Oh. Beautiful ending note. Meticulously felt out vocal weight there at the end on the part of Sting. Thank you for exploring Sting's incredible vocal approach over this video with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot and will be encouraged to experiment more with your voice. And again, if you'd like help doing that in a way that is free and non-judgmental, that'll help you discover ways to use your voice you never knew were there, click that link below and join my free course. And if you'd like to see more videos on vocal placement and extending your range, check out the videos in this playlist. We'll see you for more.